we make the streams
a lot faster with this thing. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're at the shop and we're getting ready to do something that a lot of you guys have requested and that has kind of been long overdue. So a couple videos, I actually blew up the Civic again. A video or so before that, I had an issue where I had some valve lash issues. So basically there was something wrong with the valve in the head. We were revving the stock K24 stuff just way too high, and I think it ended up dropping a valve in the cylinder. Dropped a valve and basically turned the piston into kibbles and, you know, sent the rod kind of out of the side. I don't think we had any bottom end issues, but the block is basically trashed. I'll link that video in the description or up here in the little corner thing if you guys want to actually see what happened there. I promised you guys that I was not going to put another stock engine in here or do any like stock crap. Like if I blew that one up, we were going full send with it, and that's pretty much exactly what's going to happen. So behind me we have an awesome array of performance parts and internal parts and some other stuff that's actually should be showing up tomorrow. So before we dive into the Civic for today, we are going to be working on our 2017 Subaru WRX giveaway car. We have done a couple modifications, BC Racing coilovers and Koenig Hypergram wheels, but it's all stock otherwise. 15,000 miles, super sweet little daily driver car, but we're gonna do some other modifications to it. So Cobb access port, big SF intake, and a Greddy performance exhaust system. So we're gonna go ahead, throw that up on the lift, throw the exhaust on it real quick, see how that sounds, maybe take it for a quick drive, and then we're gonna kind of go over the Civic and explain some more stuff with what's exactly happening with that, and a lot of the internal parts that are going in it, because it's getting sent. I'm excited. All right, so as fast as that went on video is pretty much as fast as it went in person. Literally, probably 15 minutes, start to finish, installed. Everything fits super nice. It's nice they have all the little logos and stuff on it. And it was packaged really nice too. So you can see there's no dents or dings or any crazy stuff. But yeah, you can still see. Factory cat's in there. 50 state emission legal, at least, hopefully, is kind of the idea. But let's throw that intake on. flashed everything on with the Cobb access port. So we just went ahead and did the stage 1 big SF91 map, since we do still have the factory catalytic converters in here. But yeah, you notice the intake right away. So the exhaust is it's really mellow, and that's kind of what I wanted. I heard that the Grettis were kind of the quietest of them all. So a lot of people, they just delete the mufflers on here. But I think it sounds really nice, awesome for daily driving, and the power feels really good. It feels like it carries a lot further than it did before, and it's peaking about 19.4 psi of boost, which is right where they kind of want it. But I mean, it sounds good, feels good. Kind of do a little second gear.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah,
like feels
a lot
more smooth up top.
Definitely say, like, daily driver wise, it's a lot better. Like, and then it doesn't feel like like that weird little flat spot, like around like 4,000. And I want to take it like through some canyon roads now. Stop now.
Oh, I think it would for sure.
Well, actually, it actually did pull on the stop before.
It was stock.
Yeah, when it was stuck on the like on the highway, this thing's like a monster.
Sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Alright guys, so now that we have the WRX all sorted out, we are going to move on to the Civic portion of this video in our quest for a 1,000 horsepower capable build. So as you guys know, we did make over 600 horsepower, 100% stock everything, stock pistons, stock rods. After that, we did the Eagle H-beams on the stock K24 stuff, and I think we're probably pushing closer to 700 somewhere in there, revving it too high, doing some things like that. Oh no! But that's where some of these other parts come in. So we have some new Wiseco boost line connecting rods, JE Pro Seal head gasket, JE Ultra Series pistons and piston rings, some King Racing bearings, some ARP stuff, Pro Seal head gasket, all that type of stuff that will be going in later. But in order to do that, I need to go ahead and actually pull the engine in the Civic, kind of look what was going on with it. And then as you see right here, we have, this is a K24 A4 out of the 03 CRV or whatever. And that's actually the original engine that was mated up to this transmission. So they're actually going to be reunited, but the transmission's also getting some other internals in it as well. So I'm really stoked about that. Those parts should be showing up basically today. I've been overnighting a bunch of stuff. And the crazy thing is we literally have less than 48 hours. It is Wednesday at 3 in the afternoon. And this thing needs to be in the trailer, us driving to Florida by Friday at noon. So we have less than 48 hours to basically pull this whole engine apart, tear apart the whole Civic, build a transmission, build an engine, get it all installed, make sure it all works good, as well as do other stuff to the truck, the trailer, all that other stuff. But I guess there's nothing else to do other than get started. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this thing up real quick just so it's not so gross to work on. And we're gonna be yanking the head and stripping the whole thing down. So you guys better be freaking excited. So this is one of the nice things about this Vane engine stand. Basically, you just bolt it right to the engine. You gotta pull off the alternator and some of the front stuff, and then the rear tranny bracket, or the output, not the output shaft, the half shaft over there. So you gotta pull that out in the car, basically bolt it right up, and this is the same exact angle that the EK chassis is, and the mounts and all that stuff. So as soon as we lower it down, it's basically gonna be on its own engine stand at the same angle that it's sitting in the car. So we won't really have to do anything, like we don't have to like set it on the ground and scoot it out or use jacks like we have before. And yeah, I'm really stoked about this thing. Yeah, basically what we'll do, we'll just set it down right there, and then so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pull the engine mount bolts out of it, and then it'll actually basically just stay exactly where it is, and then we'll just lift the car off of it. So super trick product from Vane Engine Stands, and I appreciate them sending me out this thing. This is the first time I've actually had a chance to use it actually in the car, which is unfortunate, but it's really cool because this thing's gonna be freaking fast. So pull the engine. Alright, so got the engine out of there, and you can see some of the damage already. So right there in the block, you can see where, I think that's a chunk of piston. That's actually not the rod. So if you look in there, we have a completely trashed valve bent to the side. And if you look in this side, there's no valve whatsoever. So there's a piece of the ringland, piece of the piston. If you move over to this cylinder, that one looks all right. You can see there's some stuff in this cylinder just from kind of crossover. Basically it going through the motor or the engine. Kind of when you drop a valve, the piston just kind of turns to it just shatters, kind of like, not like glass, but like freaking like dog food, I would almost say, like something like that, and just like kibbles and bits go freaking like rampant in your engine. So see right there, that one's okay. This is the cylinder that it dropped a valve. You can see it bent this valve. You can see there's some chunks of piston in this one. Same thing in that one. So the other concern that I have is actually the turbo. Since some of the chunks could have went through the exhaust. You can see this is the one where it went out, so you can see there's definitely some chunks that went through it. So hopefully the turbo's all right. I'll have to check the exhaust side. We've already looked at it a little bit, but I haven't actually pulled off the hot side to see if there's any like scores or stuff in the actual thing of that. So I don't know, lots of things, lots of stuff. We don't, like 36 hours maybe until we leave, something like that. So we got a lot of stuff to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and yank this transmission off this engine. And other than that, I mean, I would say it'd be cool to pull the head, but at the same time, we don't have time for that. We just kind of got to get smashing on this. So pull the transmission off of this engine and kind of get everything ready to go in that aspect. I got to get the other engine on the other engine stand and basically start disassembling it, so that way I could pull the pistons, rods, and install my other stuff. So yeah, I guess we get started on that. Guys, so that is kind of where I'm gonna call it for this video. This engine did good. I mean, the old girl, man, she put up with a lot. We just we rung on her a little bit too hard, revved it a little bit too high for too long, and but I tell you what, we had a lot of fun. So again, there's some awesome stuff happening in the next build, and another little secret surprise that's actually gonna make me go a lot faster with this thing. So stay tuned for the next video. I wanted to go ahead and actually do the full build video of the whole engine, its own separate video. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Check tomorrow. I'm trying to get on this this daily Vlogmas thing. I know it's already been a little bit late, kind of working through the R8 and the holidays and stuff, but I appreciate you guys watching, and we're gonna freaking see you guys tomorrow with hopefully a built freaking engine in this Civic plus some extra goodies. So see you guys back.